Pain. It surges through bone and blood. It tears at your heart in the place where the shard once was. You struggle to raise your head. A hole has been carved into your flesh just above your heart, and raggedly stitched by an unskilled hand. Runes dance upon the walls, primitive drawings of men and wild beasts. Their eyes are fixed upon you, draining the strength from your aching limbs. Something stirs inside you, a presence, a hunger. It is bound, angry, and it cannot escape.
I'm here. Lie still. My name is Sophia. The binding spell is... I know you have questions, but we must leave, now, before the spirits wake. I don't understand. If someone trapped you here, cut you open, then surely you would know. But you don't know, do you? I can understand your confusion. It must be very disorienting. We're in a barrow deep beneath the soil of Rosh. Those trying to enter, and those trying to leave. I don't know how you got here, but I'll take you to someone who might. I'll take you to her and make certain that she gives us both some answers. But that's after we get out. For the moment, haste is all that matters. These are the trappings of a red wizard from Thay. My order is well known in the wider world. But I'm no threat. Not to you, at least. Disregard whatever rumors you have heard regarding the Red Wizards. I am here to assist you, and I will do just that. Yes, they caught my eye as well. There's almost nothing about Rishemi runes in the Academy archive, but that rune there, it's called the Dancing Man. It depicts a circle of dancers surrounding an evil spirit. The runes were part of the binding spell that held you, but I've dissolved its power. Come, we've been here too long as it is. Yes. Yes?
Lemme Bahrain.
To the fight! Onward! Here you...
Lemme Bahrain.
There you are, Red Wizard. We got your scent on the empty air and it shook us from our sleep. But you were alone when you went below. My name, it was Nakata. Memories flow together in this place. It is difficult to know which are your own. My howls led an army of beasts across the groaning ice of Tirulag. And there I died, struck down by an eater of souls, a monster that wore the skin of a man. Now tell me your name, mortal, or we'll tear out your throat and pry it from your ghost. Die in these caverns and you'll find no easy road to your realm of the dead. Something was trapped in the Cavern of Runes, poison at the heart of our dream, swallowing memories and names. Anything that emerges from there cannot be allowed to walk free. Those were the words of our god before he sank into slumber. What is that scent? Blood A wound that should have been mortal but was not. No, something deeper. Vile and familiar. Why do I remember?
At once, the presence twists within, crushing the breath from your lungs. A wild groan rises in your ears, like an animal that has hungered for centuries untold, yet been unable to feed and unable to die. Then the groan rises to a scream. You can see nothing, hear nothing. Your flesh seems to burst apart in ribbons, the hunger erupting from within.
That wasn't a spell, or a divine invocation. How did you do that? And your wounds, they've healed. Whatever you did, you destroyed that spirit. Never mind, we need to keep moving and leave this place.
The good of all! Nya! 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 Nya!
Vogelor, Helen extra voz!
Nya!
These ruins are no doubt of Miskari in origin. This hill was a city in eons past.
Well met, friend. I've got some bad news. Guess that's hardly surprising given the other bad luck that's happened the last few days, but anyhow.
Look alive, you lovers! Passengers on deck! Greetings, passengers.
Steady on, Nerol!
Wow, a storm brewing. This is more exciting than the time I found a rare scorpion in my boot. This it's in my nature. As an author, one must learn to see setbacks as advantages of a different variety. And And this trip, well, it's been rather full of setbacks, wouldn't you say? Why, the other day I was about to sit down to a delicious bowl of soup. And my word, I saw a pod of dolphins leaping through the water nearby. I was distracted and someone took my bowl. The soup within turned out to have gone bad. Poor soul, such a shame, but I'm grateful to those dolphins for saving me with their majesty. Reminds me of earlier when I had to leap out of the way of a maddened pelican, and a crate slipped from a rope and crashed where I had just been. You think so? In my experience, sea travel has always been hazardous. It could be I have offended her in some way. She's such a temperamental, I mean, magnificent goddess of the vast ocean. Good traveler, I'll strive to make amends to the goddess, but probably after this storm, don't you think? In the meantime, I should likely get below decks, as should you.
Steady sailing, Captain.
Welcome back, traveler. Did you have a look at that passenger manifest? I want things battened down tight! Storm's coming and I want nothing loose or I'll let Master Kajin have the cat loose on you, mind? Anything else you needed then?
Got a job to do. I better see those hatches battened down. Tight, lads and lasses.
Yes. Storm brewing. And did the captain say we're nearly at Samargol?
How about you give Umberly a quick
Dear,
prayer?
I hope we
See
can
if she'll
get
be
there all
willing to let
right.
this gale slip by us, huh? Up that rigging, you layabouts! I don't want anything flapping free when we're amidships in a gale!
Looks like Talos and Umberly aim to have a nice big fight brewing, trapping us in the middle like they do.
Up, you bilge rats! Trim those sails! Let's see if we can't get a good run on this gale afore it hits us. Show it some stern for a while!
Yes, that is
Eye on the horizon there, Master Kajin. Don't like the look of that storm.
Nice straight course.
Eyes on the rigging, not on the sky! Wave render will do her will with us no matter where you're looking. So keep your wits about you! Lucia, make sure those belaying pins are proper sturdy. Don't need one rotten and breaking on us like before.
Perhaps so. What?
Greetings, kind readers. I must congratulate you on your impeccable taste in acquiring this volume. Clearly you have an eye for quality, even if you are, somehow, not familiar with the name Volofamgeddon. Though it has been some time since I delivered to you my last guide, fault entirely lies with my old friend and editor Elminster, who deemed my complete guide to the behavior of nymphs too naughty for print. I feel this tale you hold before you now perhaps my most important work yet. It began as I was journeying on the noble ship the Vigilant, traveling from the Sword Coast to the distant and exotic land of Samarak. A great storm began to gather. Captain Lastry assured the passengers that this storm was no match for the stalwart Vigilant. But Lastry's confidence evaporated when her second mate took the ship's wheel and cried out that it would not return. The captain herself tried vainly to right the error, but the storm threw her aside, knocking her unconscious. At the same time, a cry of terror sounded out as a sailor fell from the rigging into the frothing sea, and the shout of a leak came from below decks. It seemed certain that the Vigilant had been sabotaged, its rudder broken, its rigging shredded, its hull cracked. Helpless to turn against the grip of the storm, the vessel raced headlong toward the jagged coast of Samarak. Desperate to survive the looming fatal impact, the crew of the once proud Vigilant now scrambled to escape the doomed ship. I found myself on a lifeboat shortly after the incident, and in the chaos, the world went dark. When I woke again, it was on the sandy shores of Samarak, and the beginning of a new adventure.
Thanks be to all gods. Helenvor doesn't have you, huh?
The crew tried, but couldn't get you to a lifeboat. You were in the rear of the ship when it broke apart. All the others there perished. You're lucky to be alive. Some gods probably got their eye on it. It was just as tough a storm as the captain expected. But that's not the half of it. The Vigilant didn't respond when the second mate tried to steer it, so Lastry tried, to no avail. In fact, the storm flung her aside when she tried. It knocked her out cold.
Bah! I thought she'd have fared better, considering her speech. I paid a pretty penny for her supposed skill.
Well, I'm afraid to say, but that looks to be our welcome. Friendly bunch, eh?
Now's no time for humor, you great idiot. They took the captain and the first mate, and we're next!
Easy, lads. We don't know that for certain. They took the captain, true, but they couldn't try to negotiate with us. Even with all my experience, I can't rightly say. One thing I am sure of, we're not much of a chance without people. Most of which, you can imagine, is probably particularly efficient at the bottom of the sea right now. I'm the most worldly one here. I've got experience on my side. I'll attempt to parlay them, see if I can get back their prisoners. While I'm chatting, you all will have time to search through the debris for whatever weapons you can find.
I have my trusty longsword, but I prefer to hold on to it.
I have a simple short bow and arrows. I'd like to keep them if I could. There's enough debris here to craft something in the meantime. Well, I'll take your word for it. I'll try to fashion a sling from some of the debris here on the beach.
Well, as much as I don't enjoy entertaining the thought, I suppose I'll have to scrounge for any goods on the spot. I'll assist you if the need arises, of course. I cannot say I have. It sounds like they speak a rather simple dialect of Goblin, and while I have heard that they are rather fearsome, I do consider myself quite the charmer. Can't say, friend. Healing supplies, ammunition, weapons most of all, anything you think could be of use should the Battery attack. Yes, quite. Then I shall. Duly warned you, it appears that the creatures are super... The guard march.
Here, follow me.
Well. From Drak.
Karuru Moge. Nuche. Toto Mack Gubie.
I am listening.
The good of all!
You will regret it, yes.
The good of all! The good
It was in the depths of some unnamed dungeon that you found the mask. Something about it demanded your attention. Only after you attempted to rid yourself of it, did you learn that the mask refused to be discarded. The nightmares began to plague you shortly afterwards. Unimaginable horrors awaited you whenever your eyes closed, turning sleep into sweat-filled torture. In desperation, you sought advice from a sage of Cornmeal, who confirmed that the mask had its origins with a mysterious organization known as the Night Masks. The old man urged caution as you caught passage on the next ship to Westgate.
Captain! Westgate has been sighted!
Perched in the fog like some predatory beast waiting for unsuspecting prey. Aye, I see her. Go wake our passenger.
Aye, Captain. Up on your feet, stranger. It's time to wake up. There's still a fair way to go until we reach our destination, and the captain needs a few questions answered before he decides whether to take you any further. Come on, get up. The captain's had some interesting reports come in. It seems you've been sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. We don't like those who poke around on our business. Know what we do with bilge rats if we catch them? Snap their necks and toss them overboard. Creed saw you snooping around the docks last night. He ain't the brightest member of the court, but his eyes pierce the night like the white velvety flesh of a maiden's neck. You ain't getting away. Not this time. I warned you. You wouldn't listen. Very well. Come closer. Take a long look. It's what you came here for, isn't it? Wake up! Wake up! You're yelling fit to wake the dead, and this close to a city like Westgate, that ain't a sight I'd want to see.
There you are. I was afraid you debarked before me and got lost among the rabble. I'm sure any number of pickpockets and charlatans would be happy to welcome you to the city. If you don't mind my saying, you look like something the crew scraped off the side of the ship, with a very long pole. I take it seafaring doesn't agree with you? I figured as much. Of course, I didn't want to be the one to bring it up. You spent enough time brooding on that mask throughout our journey. Well, for better or worse, we're in Westgate now. You could use someone like me to show you around. Someone who's lived here before and knows how to walk around without getting her throat cut. I doubt the night masks will tell you anything about that mask of yours, but their rivals in the city might be willing to share information. I suggest talking to the Ebenclaws, if we can find them, that is. Of course, you could always go talk to this Obid person at the Lathander Temple if you're squeamish about consorting with criminals. It's your call. Good. I'll let you know the points of interest as we see them. For now, let's just get moving.